we just passed, guys, so I really hope you managed to get some of the latest releases. I feel that the most important one for this last week was the Round the Jewels duo. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get any, so let's go ahead and see what's gonna drop in the next week, guys. So starting on the 24th of April, guys, we're gonna have this very interesting collaboration between New Balance and Kit and Frank Lloyd, right? So as I've said last week, this one I really feel that it's one of the best releases coming from New Balance in the last month or so. This one will celebrate the 35th anniversary for these two styles, which apparently they are inspired by the legendary architect's Broadacre City. So one pair will feature peachy highlights on the suede mudguard, accompanied by yellow and muted green accents on the tongue and midfoot. And the other pair will present vivid red touches on the mudguard, complemented by shades of light tan, brown and peachy salmon. And we need to admit that this one looks very nice, and according to the latest style coming from New Balance, these will bring very good materials. So most definitely this one will be a hot drop. Going now on the 25th of April, guys, we're gonna have a release for the Nike Dunk Low in this white and pure platinum. And if I'm not mistaken, we had this colorway dropping somewhere around end of 2022, but according to these pictures, guys, it really feels that this one, the materials will be the same, which you might know they are not the greatest. But nevertheless, having a full white colorway with some gray accents, I feel that this one it's actually quite nice. But let's just hope for some better materials than your usual ones. Continuing now on the 26th of April, guys, we're gonna have apparently the latest drop for the Air Jordan 1 in collaboration with Travis Scott for this Jordan 1 Low in this olive colorway. This one really feels quite nice, but comparing with previous releases for this Air Jordan 1 Low, this one is not my favorite, but nevertheless it's still looking quite good, and as this one will be a Travis Scott collab, for sure it will sell out quite fast. Continue now on the 27th of April, guys, we're gonna have a double release for the National Geographic and Adidas T-Rex, and alongside these two colorways for this pair of shoes, we're also gonna have 15 or 16 other pieces, which I guess they will be clothing. So alongside this one, we're gonna have some insulated jackets, some footwear, which will have, of course, the National Geographic emblem in a lot of places. We're also gonna have the Gore-Tex as well involved in this project. Continuing on the same day, guys, from Adidas, we're also gonna have a collaboration between Disney and Adidas for the Samba, which will drop in the Mickey and Minnie versions as well. So these ones will be roughly the same Samba which we know for the last couple of years, but we're just gonna have these big tags here at the top of the tongue, which will feature one with the Mickey and one with the Minnie. So from the actual pictures, this one feels to come with some better materials than normal. I would say that this one, it's an interesting drop, but not as hyped as others. Continuing on the same day, guys, we're also gonna have the release of this Nike Blazer Mid Tiffany Tan, which will feature a golden tan suede with light cream laces and nylon tongue to match. And this one will have these Tiffany blue swooshes, which will sit in the midfoot. So in my opinion, this one is looking quite good. I feel that the materials used for this blazer are much better than your normal ones, so I guess this one will also come at a higher price than usual. So finishing on the 27th of April, guys, we're gonna have this Air Force One, which was rumored to drop around 2 weeks ago. So this one will be the LeBron one called the Horsemen. So this one got pushed back with at least 2 or 3 weeks, and this one feels to use much better materials than a normal pair of Air Forces One. Jumping now on the 28th of April, guys, we're gonna have a lot of releases, from which we're gonna have a lot of pandas for both men and women as well, for which here in the UK we are having these restocks every 2 or 3 weeks. So I guess people are already fed up with these re-releases. But on the same day, guys, we're also gonna have this Air Jordan 1 High in this golf metallic green. which I need to admit, guys, that I'm not a big fan of this green, even though in the last couple of years they've introduced a lot of Air Jordan 1s with a green accents. These ones I think that they are not it, and as this one is a golf release, I don't actually feel that it's gonna sell out. To be honest, I've checked the Nike website in the last couple of days, and these golf shoes are actually sitting quite bad. So besides these ones, we're also gonna have a release for the Nike ACG Water Cat Plus in this purple colorway. So these ones apparently will have some elements which were introduced back in the early 2000s for the OAB range. But for 2023, Nike will reintroduce the model with a brand new design, which will have a contemporary makeover while still harnessing the origins of the early century release. So this one, I need to admit that it's looking quite nice with this upper, which most definitely we haven't seen for a lot of time. And judging by these pictures, these ones will drop in at least 3 color combinations. And for sure this one will be a very breathable one, as we're just gonna have this upper made out of these strings. Alongside this ACG Water Cat Plus, we're also gonna have this Off-White and Nike Air Force 1 Mid, which is already uploaded on the sneakers app here in the UK. So this one will come in this pine green colorway. So this one will have this spiked sole units, dual lacing system and warped air units, which apparently for this upper will have a smooth leather material. So for sure I would say that this one is one of the most important releases for 28th of April. And the last release for the 28th of April, guys, will be this Nike Air Max 1 Premium in this leopard print drape, which will just continue with the 35th anniversary of the Air Max 1. And I guess that's why we had so many releases in the last couple of months. So this one will have some top shelf materials. We'll have a tonal animal print woven upper with some typical application found across the vamp and here's cheetah and leopard prints as well. So in my opinion, this one really feels quite wild, and I feel that even the materials used for this one are interesting as well. So as you can see, we're gonna have a mix of denim with some leopard prints, and most definitely I feel that this one is one of the wildest releases for this Air Max 1 Premium, at least for this year. So let's jump now, guys, to the last day which we're gonna have a lot of important releases, which will be the 29th of April. So the first important one will be this Bad Bunny and Adidas Campus in this olive colorway. So this one, it's actually the second colorway which will drop. We first had that all cream one, which sold out almost immediately. So this one will have this autumnal earth arrangement with mossy olive tan suede uppers, olive green neon colors, and a mix of green, brown and tan arcs the double tongues and inner booties, which will sit on top of a sole unit and midsole rise of sail with color matched to 3 stripes overlays and laces completing the design. So in my opinion, this one, it's a very nice take on the Campus range. So continuing on the same day, guys, we're gonna have a release of the Nike Air Force 1 Low, which will come in this olive colorway. So this one will have a nice interesting color combination and also materials as well. So we're gonna have this hemp combined with this nubuck material, and comparing with a normal pair of Air Force 1, guys, I feel that this one is looking quite good, and the materials, I would say that they tend to go to the premium side. This nubuck material most definitely is looking quite good, and having this hemp material, most definitely this one will not feel as stiff as a normal pair of Air Force 1. And judging by this logo on the inner side of the heel section, for sure we're also gonna have some recycled contents, which, if I'm not mistaken, will be used here for this midsole. So to finish up with this upcoming week's releases, guys, on the 29th of April we're gonna have this Air Jordan 1 3 in this Wizards colorway. So this one is already uploaded on the sneakers app here in the UK. So for sure this one, it's something which looks quite good, and as I had a pair of the Cardinals one before, the materials, I feel that they are actually quite good, but from what I saw in the last couple of drops, this elephant print didn't match for both shoes. so the quality control was a big issue. So I really hope that this time they actually managed to do something about it. So that pretty much sums it up for this upcoming week. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!